Hey everybody, this is UB Simignetti and Joe Thurman back from Jobber Group. This is part of the We Are Hiring series, and we're talking to Andre Barusha from Coalfire. He's their head of talent acquisition. Welcome, Andre. How are you?
I'm doing just fine, UB. How you guys?
Not too
Doing
bad, not
good.
too bad. How's
Friday
Coalfire? Yeah, it's been kind of a fast week finally.
has been.
How's Coalfire been managing COVID-19?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. We've been managing COVID-19, I think, a lot like other, small to medium-sized, even big enterprise type businesses. Where I feel like we've been successful is that on that side has been we've been able to mobilize our workforce pretty seamlessly, given that we've got about 150 employees that work for us remotely already, and that we already had kind of a good foundation to be able to give the rest of our staff that are in offices the ability to work from home. And naturally, being in the line of business that we're in cybersecurity, but also in kind of management consulting, where the majority of our individuals are traveling, from our executive leaders all the way down to kind of the individual contributors on the delivery side. We've been able to kind of cease the travel and maintain productivity. Our clients are still asking for the services that we've sold. And it's been fairly seamless, like I said, and kind of business as usual.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, yeah, it's good to hear things like that, Andre. One of the reasons that we're doing this series, as you know, is just to push that positive message out, right? That tone that we know that this is not, there's many things that are not business as usual right now in the world.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that everything is breaking and everything is going down. And there's leaders like yourself who are out there still trying to help organizations grow. It might not be at the same speed as before. It might not be as seamless we have clients who are trying to figure out remote onboarding and different things, right? But it's gonna take a little time, but it's still happening. And so talk to us about, as a leader in the people space, kind of what you see specifically at Coalfire, and kind of your belief on how candidates should be kind of approaching the market, and specifically Coalfire for some of the specific roles that you guys are looking at. Not the roles, but just what candidate mindset should be right now.
Yeah. We've actually gone out to our actual careers page and kind of reemphasized confidence, hopefully, in the candidate market, with some call to action buttons around our careers page, indicating that we are still hiring. We've got pretty much all the job postings that we've currently have around our careers page are accurate, up to date. But where like I had mentioned before, where we are still being very mindful of the roles and opportunities that we're bringing in at this current time. Hopefully this whole thing is relatively temporary, and Coalfire was faced with this position, and now, granted, I wasn't here at the time, but our CEO told a story about it last week, that in 2008, Coalfire was around at that point for about 7 years, 8 years, and he had said, we completely shut down and completely stopped hiring. And really, where when things kind of started to turn back on and the economy started to recover, he said it was already too late. We were already behind. And had we not shut the spigot off with hiring, he said, I think we would have come out ahead and been able to figure out a way to serve our clients a lot better. So again, I think that already having been faced with that scenario before, he's very cognizant of that situation and actually delivering it around where we're at right now. So hopefully that instills confidence, in the candidate market. There's a lot of great resources out there, and some actually open source websites that people are providing information around where companies are hiring, types of roles. They can be technical, they can be manufacturing, they can be, a lot of different industries that, not just in IT, where a lot of companies are currently hiring.
How do you think that decision back then, in 2008 and versus now, how did that shape your culture? And I mean, how would you describe the Coalfire culture?
Yeah, no, I think culture is obviously it's a big buzzword, and it's been a big buzzword even prior to this whole pandemic. But our culture is centered around people, and that's what's nice about not only our culture, but just our CEO in general. He's a great success story with us, because he came in as an individual contributor and has worked his way all the way up to the CEO title. And he said, listen, if we treat our people right, we take care of them, we give them opportunity to learn, we give them opportunity to grow, we're going to see a lot of yields, not just with our customers, but we're also going to see our satisfaction internally with the collaboration and the type of work that we're doing. That, I think, is the focal point of where our culture kind of is surrounded. And really it is around the people, and just the overall growth opportunity. I talked a little bit about that last week with CBS News 4, and they're in one of their outlets on that side, just that we've invested a lot into career development and certification, recertification, and hopefully that keeps everyone kind of engaged and growing.
Yeah, for sure. Well, so specifically, people are, now who are in the job market, who maybe were at a startup, or maybe we're at a big company, or maybe you're furloughed, or there's so many different scenarios right now, right? What type of talent should we be looking at Coalfire? Give us some specifics. Obviously, it's all on the website, but throw out a few things, a few lines of kind of what you're looking for and how they can get in touch with you, like how they really can best give themselves a shot at an opportunity at Coalfire.
Of course. Yeah. Being the cybersecurity market is there's a lot of different avenues. It's such a broad term, but Coalfire is focused predominantly around advisory services in cybersecurity. So meaning IT audit, assessment, technical testing, solution engineering. So out of the roles that we've kind of got highlighted on our careers page, the big roles that we're looking to currently fill are around our cyber engineering, solution engineering team, which focuses a lot on cloud architecture, specifically in Azure or AWS, as well as any type of DevOps type experience. So fairly technical. Another area that we're looking to focus on right now is actually in our penetration testing arena. So our ethical hackers, where we go in and we identify gaps in a customer's environment and then provide them with a report on what, essentially what has happened and what they need to fix to get there. So we've got some opportunities there that are specific to kind of web application security. You hear a lot in web app and or applications just based on the transition from kind of a data center or a managed services up to a kind of a cloud type environment. So those are a lot of the roles that we're currently hiring against. And then on the other side of the fence, more assessment as well as compliance driven type roles that are geared towards cybersecurity frameworks. So those are the roles that we're currently kind of focused on. I encourage everyone to kind of look at our careers page, but also, I can be a great point of contact on LinkedIn with my LinkedIn profile, and I can initiate conversations there for anyone that is interested in just learning more about the business, and whether or not you got the skill set or not, right? I'm always open to connecting with folks and kind of connecting, then from there, kind of connecting them with our recruiting team.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, we'll put those links out there when we share this out. What, as far as like a mindset, is there like a, how would you describe the mindset of those people at Coalfire, those team members who are happy, who are loyal, you know, who you're looking for? What's that mindset?
Yeah, so the mindset is, you know, a lot of things that we actually look for kind of through the interview process, and they're sometimes more difficult to uncover, I think, and I think we've gotten fairly decent at it, has been just kind of the grit and or the kind of hardworking aspect. The other side of it is like true problem solving. We ask a lot of questions during our interviews around what their mindset is, and kind of work philosophies, but also as, you know, are you able to go out and kind of figure things out on your own, and kind of troubleshoot certain things. So we've got during the onboarding process, we've got a ton of content through our learning and development team and our Coalfire University, where you know, you have to kind of go through the training process, but also, you know, there's going to be times when you're going to have to figure some things out on your own. And so really those are the kinds of things that we kind of really look for, as far as soft skills goes. You know, people that are driven and that want to learn cybersecurity and are thirsty and hungry and want to be, what's the word? I can't even think of it. Not enough coffee on a Friday morning, but
Totally.
yeah, just people that are willing to learn and can take direction and can be coached.
Love it. Well, Andre, I mean, we really, really appreciate you coming out here and talking about this, you know, pushing out kind of the things that are going on at Coalfire, and we'll share it, you share it, and let's just keep sharing the word about everything that's going on that's positive in the market. And obviously cybersecurity is probably going to continue to grow through these types of times. So yeah.
For sure. Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys making the time and the opportunity. I'm happy we were able to connect.
Awesome. Thanks, Andre. You guys take care out there.
All right. Thanks, guys.